Hey everybody, welcome back to Women Carry Knives. On the table in front of us, we're going to be taking a look at the Warspear, or as a lot of people like to say, the Warspear. Now they don't name their knives, so as you can see, this one is going to be the WP500T. Wish they'd come up with knives for these. I just wanted to show you guys. The boxes are great. Good, sturdy boxes. I wanted to give you a little look inside. So you're going to get a little, kind of a thank you and a little warranty. This one is just going to kind of give you their website address, the Instagram, where to get a hold of them for sales and whatnot. You also get a complete package of tools in here. So if you don't have any, which I would imagine most of you do, because I know we have, a few sets here. You do get, and it's great, it's packed in this awesome foam padding that doesn't, it stays in place. They just have some fantastic packaging. And I know I don't usually talk about that, but it is something I wanted to show you. Now, it comes standard with the green pivot collar, but they do add in their package here, they do add the orange one. They also do give you a clip, so you can see that here, it does come with the silver clip, but they do give you a black one and some extra screws, which I think is pretty awesome that they actually put that in each of their packages. So that's kind of a really neat deal. Now, why is that such a big deal? Because this knife is only $38.50. So these go for under $50. That is pretty freaking awesome in itself. And you guys, these have been just absolutely fun knives. So much fun. This is a 14C28N drop point blade. It has got a beautiful satin finish, very well done, super thin. I love how thin this is. It has been cutting everything just like crazy. So, every once in a while we're cutting up our paracord. We don't actually make lanyards, but we're cutting up our paracord to, give to people. Cardboard, we do a lot of cardboard, and it goes through that just really well. Every once in a while I need to strip some wire at work for some people, and sometimes I will use the knives. I did actually use this one, so it's still just as sharp as it was when it came. So I think that in itself is really awesome, because you really want your knife to stay sharp. You also want a knife that's going to be able to sharpen and take an edge easy, and that's what you've got here with the 14C28N. So going back to the handles, you have these beautiful tan micarta handles. Unfortunately, it is a right-hand tip-up carry only, so my lefties, it does not have lefty love. This micarta is very smooth. Almost, I'm going to say almost slippery to a point, but then not, because I feel that when your hand, and you can see I'm kind of putting some pressure on it, if you can hear me there, almost to it's when it gets warm, it's a little grippier. So, and that can sometimes happen with micarta. I do love the fact that it does have a deep carry clip on it. However, it is not deep carry at all. You can see you're looking at about a 1/4 inch sticking out of your pocket, and it is not a recessed blade or a recessed clip. So there is potential for having a little bit of fraying on the pocket lip. It is just a stainless steel clip. However, the retention is very good on it. I have not had any problems with it. It does go in and out of the pocket very smoothly. Has not caught on anything for me so far. As of yet, you have some skeletonized liners in there, which is going to bring your weight down just a tad. Now, this is pretty heavy knife for the most part, and it is a very large knife. So let's take a look at some of the specs on this. If we're going to look at this, we're going to look at 1, 2, 3, 4, about a 4-inch blade with, about a 3 3/4 inch cutting edge. Your closed length, or your handle length, is going to be about 5 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just under 5 inches, which is going to give you an overall length of 8.6 inches. So is it a large knife? Absolutely it is. Does it feel like a really large knife? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no because the handle is a lot more slim. So if we're going to look at it this way, you're not even talking, you're talking just over 3/4 of an inch in width, which is really good, because you can you know, you have some other knives that are going to be a lot bigger. We can take a look at it next to the Presidio here. This is definitely a wider handle, so it's going to be more of a handful. This feels like a really big knife. This does not have that same feeling because it has the handle itself, you guys. Let me get that right. It's the handle itself does not feel super big because it is a lot narrower. All right, let's take a look at it next to... We'll take a look at it next to the Spyderco Andella. So you can see if we line it up pivot to pivot, it is a tad bigger. Overall, it's about 1/2 inch bigger. Let's see. Yeah, we're looking at about 1/2 inch, maybe 3/4 inch bigger. We can also take a look at it next to the Delica, which I consider more of a medium-sized knife. So you can see there that this is definitely large. And if we want to take it one step further, and we're just going to have a Spyderco night because that's the knives we have out tonight. The Dragonfly, which just pales in comparison to this one. Absolutely. All right, let's get these guys out of the way. So as I said, it does come out of the box very sharp. I love the fact that they give you the extra tools. If you notice that the handle is not straight rectangular, that's not the word I'm looking for, but it's not just straight rectangular. It has just a bit of a curve to it, which to me makes it even that much more comfortable in hand. I do like that. There is, I'm going to call this a finger choil for little fingers. Okay. It's more of a sharpening choil. Not really a finger choil, but for me, I could actually use it as a finger choil because I have small hands, which is going to allow me to choke way up on this. So as you can see, I've got about, what, 2 inches? Let's measure it upside down here. I got about, you know, 1 3/4 out the back of my hand. Now, if I hold it regularly, I'm still going to have about 1 inch out the back of my hand. But even though this knife is very big, large size, like I said, I have actually been loving carrying this one. So I do have some of Therapeutic Edges knives that I do carry, and I do find that some of them are just too large for me. This one would be an exception. So I do love how it feels in hand. I love how it's just smooth. I mean, super smooth. It's even kind of, you just give it a little bit of a wiggle, it will drop shut. Don't know if I mentioned that it is a liner lock, and you're looking at about, I'm going to call it like 40% lockup on that. Not bad. It's been a really fun knife, you guys. And again, for $38.50, under $40, you really can't go wrong with one of these knives. Now, some of you may not like Chinese knives, but for the price, and I know a lot of people right now can't afford something, you know, really expensive, this would be a great budget knife. Now, you're going to see another one of these come out on my channel this week because I have 2 of them that I wanted to get the reviews done on because I am really enjoying them. So this will be the first one I have to show you. This one, again, is the Warspear WP500T. Really quickly, it's got the 14C28N drop point blade, satin finish, the beautiful tan micarta handles. It is a right hand tip up carry only, liner lock. Fabulous knife, you guys. Great fidget factor on this. Absolutely loving it. Okay, we have been looking at the Warspear WP500T for under $30 or $40 at $38.50. I'll leave a link down in the description if you want to check one of these out. Please feel free to do so. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you here all the time. Don't forget to hit that like button on the way out. It does help the channel. And as always, feel free to leave me a comment down in the comments section, or a question if you want. I love talking to you. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Until next time.